Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's video. Number one, let me just get it out of the way. Yes, we're filming in my room. We have not had light in my house for the past 3 days, so the light situation is currently really crazy right now, and because we don't have light, there are so many generators on. We've had our generator on 24 hours, and as you guys know, my office is right next to the generator house. So if I film in my office, you guys won't be able to hear a single thing I say, which is why filming in my room makes more sense, because my room is literally really far away, and I think you can still hear the gen. Like if you can hear, it's like a low rumble, but it's not as loud in this room, which is why we're filming here today. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my eyeshadow collection. Somebody left a comment on one of my videos saying that I should share my makeup collection, which I thought was a very amazing idea, like to just share my makeup and show you guys what I have and why I have these products etc. But I decided that I'm gonna break it down by product. So instead of me doing one video about my entire collection, I'm gonna be doing several videos about different parts of my collection. Before I start with today's video, please do me a huge favor and subscribe to the Gamer YouTube channel. I would love it if you do. Also, please do not forget to click on the notification bell when you subscribe so that you always get notifications of when I upload a new video. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get started with today's video. Entire collection. I have most of my collection in my hand. Then I have my single shadows there. I think I have like little mini palettes there. But yeah, let us get started on all of this. I'm just gonna share them randomly. I don't even know like in what manner or form I'm gonna do this, but I'm just gonna share them randomly. This is possibly, I think, the first eyeshadow palettes I ever bought. This is the Coastal Scents 120 palette 1. It is an eyeshadow palette that has a lot of shades. It has like a lot of shades, like a lot of shades. I bought this palette thinking that if I have this eyeshadow palette, I wouldn't want any other palettes in the world because it has all the colors. But the problem with that is that, number one, this palette is not as pigmented as I wish it was. It's very powdery. The shimmers are not that great. So what I use this for instead is for SFX makeup. So when it's Halloween time or whenever I'm doing a special look that requires like a color that I don't have in my other palettes, I'll come to this one and use this palette instead. If you have been watching my YouTube channel for a very long time, you will recognize the Morphe 350 palette. I use this palette to death, like absolutely fucking to death. I absolutely still love this palette. There's so many palettes that come out, so much makeup comes out, so you have to like kind of move with the times. But this palette is a really great beginner's warm palette. Like if you need a palette for warm tone, like if you're looking for an eyeshadow palette that has a lot of warm tones, the Morphe 350 is really good for you. It does have a few cool tones, especially in this corner right here, but this corner, this place is my jam. This is another OG palette. This is the Urban Decay Naked 1 palette. They actually discontinued this palette recently, and I did a video about how they discontinued the palette. This is the palette that started all the nude, and you know, it's the palette that started the whole matte nude brown trend. Even though this palette is not as warm as I would like, I mean, it has like, this is a really warmish color, but it doesn't have like that really warm color. But I absolutely loved using this palette, and sometimes I still go back and I use either Half Baked or Smogged or Sin. But this palette is actually like, this palette made me love Urban Decay because of like the pigmentation and the color payoff. A palette that I don't think I use much on my YouTube channel, and I don't even think I used it much in the beginning of my channel, is this Marc Jacobs Style Icon 7 The Vamp palette. I bought it on a whim. I was walking by Sephora and I saw it in the display case and I was like, shiny, I want that. I got this one. I used it a lot. Like as you can see, this shade right here, this shimmery brown, completely almost gone. The green and the pink have been used. I don't use it much anymore because I have other palettes that give me like these shades. I don't have a palette with green in it. I recently got a palette with green in it, and I'm gonna share it with you guys. It's actually like the newest palettes in my collection. An OG palette that I have used on my channel several times is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture World Traveler palette. I have used this palette in so many videos. I love this palette so much. It was actually a gift from, I can't remember who gave this palette to me or who bought this palette from me. It's a guy. Yeah, I remember it's a guy. He bought me this palette and I used this palette to the end. Like, I used it so much. Like, these three, Soft Peach, Morocco, and Fudge, you can see I use them. This was like this was my transition, this was my further transition, and this was my deepening shade. I also love how small, it's like really compact. It's not like a big bulky palette. It's like really nice, small. You can fit it in your purse, you can travel with it. I absolutely love this palette. This is the Zara eyeshadow slash blush duo palette in the shade Firecracker. I got this palette as part of a campaign I did with Jumia, and I got this palette because I really wanted something colorful. I don't think I had a yellow like this or an orange like this, like a bright orange and not a brownish orange. I like this palette. I don't use it much for reasons that I think I've said in a previous video. I don't really use Zara products anymore, and if I do, I don't really mention them. And a palette that has gotten a lot of use on my channel is the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Iconic Vitality palette. I have used this palette so much, like so much. As you can see, these two shades are going. In many of the palettes I use, the first shades that start hitting pan are always the warm transition shades because I use them for every look. And the reason why I like this palette a lot is because of the pinks. The pinks are very nice, the pinks are very pigmented. The shimmers are also fantastic, like nice swatch right there. The shimmers in this palette are absolutely really nice. And Makeup Revolution is a really nice affordable brand. A palette that I used on my channel once and never again is this fake eyeshadow palette from Huda Beauty. Not from Huda Beauty, like it's a fake Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette. I only used it once on in a video where I did my eyeshadow look using a fake palette. It actually performed well. I just wish these Chinese brands would actually, like, you know, focus on creating a brand instead of just copying another brand. And an eyeshadow palette that I absolutely love in my collection, and it's from a Nigerian brand, is the House of Tara Queen Amina 2 palette. This palette has some fire. This palette, the shimmers are absolutely gorgeous. The shimmers are so soft and they blend nicely. My favorite shades in this palette, 1533, this gold one right here, and Ganuar Amina, this one right here. This palette, I haven't used it much, and it's because I don't know why. This is the Maybelline the Blush Nudes palette. I haven't used this palette much. Now I'm tempted to find a good use and use it more. I don't know why I haven't used this palette much. I should correct that. I should play around and correct that. I'll be back with a little review of this palette because I really actually need to use it. A palette that I actually got recently, and I'm kind of slightly disappointed but not disappointed, is the MAC Queen Supreme eyeshadow palette. The packaging, number one, is really nice. I like how the eyeshadows look. There's a complete eyeshadow palette of shimmers, by the way. There's no matte in here. I don't like the fact that the thing with the names are like, you know, it's just gone. You can misplace this and you will know whatever. But these shades are pigmented, but not as pigmented as I expected them, like as I wish they were. I feel like for MAC, they can do so much better with the pigmentation in this eyeshadow. Like, it's there, but it's not like you have to use Fix Plus or like a setting spray to make this really pop. Like, it'll give you shimmer, it'll give you payoff, but like you have to really use something to actually like bring out the oomph. Because these shades are absolutely gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous, but like you have to add something to make them like really pop, which is really sad. This is the last entry into like my palette, like into like my big palette, and I literally just got this week, I think. I got it on Monday, and this is the Juvia's Place Afrique eyeshadow palette. I spoke about this in my mini birthday haul video, in which I decided to order this because I've always wanted to play with Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette. I'm really excited to play with this palette because of the shades in here. I just like, this is green. These greens look amazing. Number one, this palette just looks amazing. Like, looking at it, you're just like, you want to play with it. You want to play with color. I'm very sure I have a shade that looks like this, a shade that looks like that, and a shade that looks like this. But I just wanted to play around with, you know, Juvia's Place palettes, which is why I was like, okay, I need to get a palette that I know I'm gonna get use from and I'm gonna play around with. So I'm already thinking of green and yellow looks, and there is a bright blue, just a matte blue, just a matte cobalt blue, just sitting in the corner right there, just talking to me and calling me, and I'm like, I'm gonna figure you out. I'm gonna figure this palette out. Alright, it's time to talk about my little mini palettes, like my little quads, my little mini tiny palettes. The first eyeshadow palette I'm gonna share is the House of Tara quad eyeshadow palette in the shade Iza. I like this palette because it's like the dark smoky version of the other palette, which was the matte palette, which I think I hit pan on all of them, so I just threw it away. Like, I literally hit pan on all 4 shades. I can't remember the name. That one didn't have a name. That one had a number, and that one was 04. This one has a name, and it's Iza, and I love this because, number one, you have a black, you have a dark blue, you have a dark purple, and you have a pink, a dark pink. So this is really good for like deepening and defining the crease, especially if you're doing colorful looks. Like, you can start from a light color, and then you can take your darker color from here. Another palette from a brand that I don't use much of, it's a Nigerian brand, is Elsa Pro. This is the 036, this is the 6 color eyeshadow palette, and this is the number 03. I got this palette because this dark purple right here and this blue, I don't know how to describe this purplish blue, but it's a really nice pretty purple blue. I love playing with this palette. I need to play with it more. I'm always mostly using this, the pink and this, because I use the pink as like a blending slash like above here, like transition area shade, but I should do more, especially with this shimmer, this glitter right here. I should definitely do more. An eyeshadow palette that I'm very sure you guys know about is the HVS Beauty Star Eye and Brow palette. And actually, funny enough, when I was filming this video, it fell down and it broke, like broken up here. But I really like this palette because, number one, it's cool. It's like it's a cooler tone, and that's because like you're supposed to be able to use it for your brows, and you're supposed to be able to use it for your eyes as well. And it's a much cooler toned palette, and yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty pigmented. I like it, like very straight to the point. You can create a look with this, like just like this, straight, you create a look. And I like palettes like this, simple, straight to the point. This is the MAC Cosmetics slash Ellie Goulding collaboration eyeshadow palette. I don't know if they have 2 of them. I think there was only 1. It comes with like 4 eyeshadows and with a cream base. I used the shimmer right here. I used it a bit. I also use this like brownish pink up here. I wish there was like a deeper shade, because this is not a matte shade, this is a shimmer shade. So I didn't really get much use out of the shade, but I did get a lot of use out of the cream base. I like to put the cream base on my eyes and then set it with a highlight. This palette I need to use more is the Lancome Hypnose palette. This is Nuit Morodi. I can't pronounce the name. It has only 1 matte shade, which is this white shade, and then it has these 4 beautiful shimmers. This blue is beautiful. Like, I used it once as a pop of color in the eyes. Whoosh, it is absolute gorgeous look. These 2 little palettes right here, this is from Blush Crush Cosmetics. This is the Smoke It Out palette, and this is the Neutralized palette. The Neutralized palette is a neutrals palette. The Smoke It Out palette is a smoky eye palette. This is a purple smoky eye palette, and this is like a neutral smoky eye palette. I like these palettes. I use them once in a while. Again, there's so much makeup that comes out that sometimes I just use something for some time and I have to move on to the next and move on to the next. But these are actually really good eyeshadow palettes. The pigmentation is there. The color payoff is there. So if you're interested in buying like mini palettes, you should definitely check out Blush Crush Cosmetics. And my last mini palette is the Desi X Katie the Girls palette. Yes, this is the Girls palette. I want you to see how much I've used this shade. Like, I have used this purple, this Turbo Song shade. I've used it so much. I'm sad that I didn't use this palette more, especially with how much money I spent on it. Like, looking at this palette right now in my head, I'm like, I could have used more. I could have used more. I could have used it more. I should probably try and get more use out of this. But the thing is that it's now kind of outdated because they have released another palette. So if I use it, you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, can't you get the new palette already? And I'm like, my bank account ain't set up that way, so yeah. This is the last piece of my eyeshadow collection, and these are like my single. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mini singles from Zaron Cosmetics. These are their little Uno eyeshadows. Great eyeshadows. Don't use them anymore. You guys know why. Then I have these little mini eyeshadows from this brand called Log Cosmetics. They're actually pigments, not shadows. So they are kind of loose, as you can see, and they are so beautiful, but they're really messy. And this is a sample. They sent me samples, but I imagine like the actual eyeshadows do have like sifters and stuff. But these are absolutely beautiful eyeshadow. Like they're gorgeous. I love them. Again, I need to use my stuff more. I have my One Single Glam Girls eyeshadow, matte eyeshadow. This fell down and broke. As you can see, the whole thing is just blue because it's broken. So I can't use this anymore because it's like broken. If I open it, it's gonna just spill everywhere. So I'm just gonna keep this for keeping sake, but I can't use it anymore, unfortunately. Then I have these 3 little singles from Black Up Cosmetics. I have, this is 06. This is 12 and this is 34. I haven't used 34, as you can see. It's completely untouched. Oh, I actually haven't used this one as well. But I have used this one. I have used 06. And Black Up eyeshadows are really good. I don't have a problem with them. They're really good. They're really fantastic eyeshadows. The last but not least is this single MAC eyeshadow. This is the Magic Dust eyeshadow in the shade Dark Lullaby. This was their holiday collection last year. I got like some samples from their holiday collection. This is really nice. Again, I need to use it more. I need to do better. I actually really need to do better. I use my eyeshadows more. And that is it for my entire eyeshadow collection. I don't think I missed anything because I went through my entire collection and pulled out like all the little single shadows that were hiding in different places. I hope you enjoyed it. Do you have anything that I have? Is there something that you think I should go and get? Let me know. Thank you guys so much once again for watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to the Omegimara YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell. Give this video a thumbs up because it helps my channel, and do not forget to be awesome. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!